So how do we know that a disease like anthrax, say, is caused by Bacillus anthracis, a bacteria, which it is, and not by, I don't know, salmonella? Or just more generally, how do we know that infectious disease A is caused by bacteria A? How do we prove that? And that it's not caused by bacteria, I don't know, Z? Well, to illustrate this, I'm going to ask for a tiny bit of audience participation. It's not embarrassing, I promise you. First of all, I'd like you to imagine that this stage is an organism. So, like an animal, dog, cat, something like that. It's a lovely clean, well, cleanish stage at the moment. And that's because it's a healthy organism. Should at any point it get messy, that means it's diseased. I'd also like you to imagine that I'm a microorganism, like a bacterium or a virus, as are the judges. Sorry. Okay, now the final thing I'm going to ask you to do is please shut your eyes and don't open them until I say so, okay? So if everyone could shut their eyes now. Thanks very much, you can open them. And for anyone who can't see, the stage has now come down with a very nasty case of toilet roll disease. Now, I'm sure most of you are fairly suspicious that I caused the toilet roll disease. But how do you know it was me? You had your eyes shut, you couldn't see it. How do you know it wasn't one of the judges that ran up and made the mess and I'm just totally innocent? Well, 120 years ago, a man called Robert Koch came up with a set of guidelines or postulates that fit this situation. What he said you should do first was look at the evidence. When you see stages with toilet roll disease, am I generally present? When you see a clean stage, am I generally absent? Am I not there? Once you've done that, well, the next thing he actually said is a bit tricky. He said you should take me off the stage and culture me, basically grow lots of me, but you're not going to be able to clone me. Thankfully, he recognised they were guidelines, not rules, so we'll just move on to the next step. The next step is to put me on a clean stage, say, for example, in the final, and then watch and see if that stage also gets toilet roll disease. If it does, you're going to be really suspicious that the main cause of toilet roll disease on stages is me. But finally, just to check, what you should do is take me off the disease stage and just make sure I look the same as I did when I went on. Haven't got any, small children who've made the mess instead. And if all of these things you've managed to fulfill and they're true, then you can be pretty confident that the cause of toilet roll disease on stages is me, Emma, and that is how we know that salmonella doesn't cause anthrax, and in fact it is the bacteria Bacillus anthracis.